of this administration is unprecedented, and so the polls tell us, disturbing to the American people. An irresponsible, incoherent tariff policy has plunged the Americans and global economies into chaos. These past 3 months, the American economy shrank for the first time since the final days of the pandemic. The stock market fell more in the first 100 days of the Trump administration than in the first 100 days of any presidency in the past half century. Consumer confidence is at lowest since May of 2020, the height of COVID-19. That uncertainty has also rattled the bond market, with investors dangerously starting to doubt the full faith and credit of the United States. Most importantly, Americans are hurting. Families see their costs going up. Retirees watch their life savings losing value. Small business owners and farmers risk going under as they struggle to navigate ever-changing tariffs. Our economy is in chaos, and so I think is our government. Donald Trump, Russell Vought, and Elon Musk are orchestrating an illegal purge of our federal employees. They clearly had a lot of ideas on how to remove these people and dismantle these programs as quickly as possible. Sadly, they had no clue, in my view, as to the devastating consequences of their actions on our country, our government, our allies, and the professionals we rely on to serve the American people. I am particularly concerned about the Internal Revenue Service, which has been severely understaffed and underfunded for decades. So far, the Trump administration has forced the IRS to cut as many as 11,443 employees, or over 11% of its staff. That includes 6,700 workers who were fired at the height of this most recent tax session. Now the administration is planning to reduce the IRS workforce, I understand, by another 40,000 jobs, or 40%. That includes up to half of the IRS enforcement staff. Additionally, Trump's 2026 budget cuts funding for the IRS by 20%. These actions at IRS, in my view, and every other government office, have bludgeoned morale, destroyed efficiency, and increased waste. Cutting back on IRS enforcement makes it easier for the wealthiest individuals and corporations to cheat on their taxes and get out of paying what they owe. That, of course, increases what others pay and explodes the deficit. As the President and congressional Republicans undermine the ability to enforce our existing tax code, they are also pursuing massive tax cuts for the wealthiest among us. Furthermore, DOGE operatives are rifling through IRS databases that contain Americans' sensitive information, including their financial history, Social Security numbers, immigration status, and more. The story is the same across the federal government. Americans are reeling from this uncertainty in their economy and in their government. They need answers. More than that, they need an adult in the room. That is the role I hope the Treasury Department plays, and Mr. Secretary, in particular, yourself. The economy and markets do not lie. We all depend on the Treasury Secretary to communicate clearly and transparently to the President, the Congress, the American people, and indeed the world. I've mentioned tariffs and the IRS, but I'm also eager to hear, Mr. Secretary, from you about our economic approach to the Russian-Ukraine war, especially in light of last week's mineral deal and recent questions about our sanctions regime on Russia. Former Secretary Mnuchin, whom I believe you know, sir, and I disagreed on some things, but we still found ways to work in a bipartisan fashion to inspire confidence in the economy. Mr. Secretary, I look forward to doing the same with you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Hoyer.